It's your boy G David Lee at Geo Spectre. This is the Next Level Oasis podcast, hashtag NLO Pod on all your socials. I got JT at JMoStacks with me. How you doing,
What
brother?
up? I'm good. Alex,
It's
how
been a
you doing?
little minute. We took a little hiatus, took a little summer vacation.
Yeah.
A lot of things been happening while we've been out, so we're gonna try to catch everybody up. A lot of stuff been happening in the world of sports, so we're gonna get right into it, man. So no wasted time. Let's get right into it with NFL injuries. Let's go right to that. So we got recently, I think it was yesterday, Kenny Pickett, Browns QB, he out with an injury. I didn't catch the injury, so forgive me for that. I want to say it was a toe injury, but I could be mixing up somebody else's because there's about 15 of them that's happening right now of different notable injuries. And he was actually battling for that QB1 spot legitimately. They brought him in. I don't believe he was with the Steelers last year, or maybe he was backing up Wilson. But he was supposed to battle against Joe Flacco. Of course, they got Shedeur Sanders, and they have the other guy they drafted in the third round. But now, with him being out, do you think Joe's officially going to start? And I'll give you a two-parter. If so, when, not if, does Shedeur start? What week?
So to kind of say the injury Kenny had, he has a hamstring injury. That's what it is. He's
Hamstring. There
being
we go.
reevaluated at the end. But to answer that question, you got to give it to Joe to start as anyway because he's a veteran. He's already he started for the Browns before, and
Sleepy Joe.
and he did good with them. But to answer your question as well on when does Shador perhaps if he does step in, it all
Hmm.
depends on practice, but I give it to like maybe 7 week that he
Hmm.
possibly get a chance, depending on how Sleepy Joe do now. If Sleepy Joe ain't messing up, why change? Shoot. They should be in it to win it.
I don't know if I can pull it up here. How much was Joe Flacco's contract this year? Because with somebody like a Russell Wilson, they brought him in with double-digit millions. I want to say it was the number in my head is saying 28, but I think that may be wrong too. But how much did Joe Flacco get this year? Let me see if I can pull it up first.
His contract.
Rachel,
Four
I got
mil.
you. 4 mil with a guaranteed incentive. Incentives up to 13 million. 4 million, you're not guaranteed to be a starter.
You may not be guaranteed to be a starter, but it's the Browns we talking about.
The Browns, whose defense with now a revamped defensive line. Miles Garrett gets re-signed. They draft people. They're ready to go. Should be on paper. I don't know. At least the better half of the 30 teams should be in the top 15 based on how they look. If the defense is fairly decent, like they're supposed to be, you want to gain manager at worst, which Joe Flacco is, or do you want to just shoot your shot and go for the superstar who's going to bring the clout and the people, Shedeur Sanders?
I mean, me personally, I'm going for the clout, the franchise. We're going with Shador,
Easy,
but
easy.
we speaking about the Browns again. Are they gonna want to do that? Are they
Mhm.
gonna want to try to give Dylan Gabriel a chance?
Right.
Watson, what he might be coming back. What
Well, no,
mid?
he's out completely.
Oh, he out for the rest of the season as well.
Yeah, he's out for the rest. Now, talking about money, Deshaun Watson making a stupid, disrespectful amount of money from Cleveland.
Well, he did
And
reconstruct and gave him something back, but he is
yeah, yeah.
making money sitting on the sideline. And I ain't mad at him because he not the only quarterback done that. You had I forgot the quarterback who did that too. He
We're not mentioning he who shall not be named right now. We're gonna get into the black and gold. We're not even worried about that.
I ain't even talking about that quarterback. I'm not even talking about Carr. There's another guy before Carr who was making money. He so called with Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn.
Matt Flynn for the Cardinals or the Seahawks at the time.
Yes, he got paid, and then he went other places, and
I don't remember that one.
he was getting look it up, man. He wanted QBs.
Okay, I'm not mad at it. So, but I think we do agree. Well, we do agree that we probably want to go ahead and just let Shadir get out there, but there is benefit to having a Super Bowl quarterback, one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the 2010s for sure. Joe Flacco was up there in the 2010s as a top 10 quarterback. One of my favorite quarterbacks in that time was a killer with people like Jacoby Jones. Even had Steve Smith for a little bit. Like Joe's that guy.
Right.
So I'm not mad at him getting another shot at it. I mean, Joe's our age, which is crazy work. And so him being Sleepy Joe, I love it. I love the story behind it. I love him legit taking naps and having to go home and take care of his kids. Because that's what we got to go do. We got to go to work and go home and take care of
Yeah,
these kids.
we take care of the
So
kids.
Sleepy Joe, full 5 weeks in maybe, if they are what 3-2, you roll with them. If they 1-4, you put in Shador and let it be what it is. Or you do, or no matter what, maybe first 4 games you let Joe take the lead and then you put Shador in.
True.
What do you think to that?
I think that's right. That's way to go. Like you say, he making 4 mil. That's not no starting QB money. So I mean, I understand that they QB, the so called possible starting QB is hurt. He got a hamstring injury, so depending on how severe that is, he might be back within 4 weeks. So
Hmm.
does it all depends for Shador? It's all gonna depend on what he does now during training camp, practice. While Kenny injured,
Hmm.
is this
Yeah, and
time to
Kenny's projected
shine?
to be back. Kenny's projected to be back supposedly early of the part of the season, so it's not going to be too long. But when you talk about all these hamstring injuries, I'll be remiss. We have to take a small side going backwards and referencing the NBA with who just got hurt. Tyrese Halliburton. Started off with a hamstring injury. Congrats to the Thunder, by the way. We've been off so long. Shout out to the Thunder for winning the
Yes,
NBA championship. But Tyrese had a nagging hamstring injury. Played on it, rested, played on it, rest on it, and then eventually game 7, it finally gave out. Now he tears his ACL and he's going to be out of this entire year. And so there is something to that. So Kenny Pickett would definitely need to be careful as just ACL hamstrings are just a problem these days. As people become bigger, faster, stronger, the body is still the body, and there's only
right.
so much it can take. So definitely, best wishes to him. There's also a few other injuries that happened that was recent. I know the Giants lost their return man, somebody who was projected to be like that top guy who can take the ball to the house, be a good wide receiver, and a few other injuries. There's a guy, Taron Jackson for the 49ers, even today or yesterday was concussed on the
Ooh,
field, had a bad hit. They stretchered him out. He is conscious now.
ooh.
I believe this was earlier today. Yeah, about 4 hours ago from the San Francisco report. Yeah, 68 minutes into practice, bad hit, stretch it
Damn.
out, practice cancel. And that's been happening a lot. And this week for the NFL, they're now transitioning from just the t-shirts and the padded helmets to doing
Yes,
full pads. So full
full
pads start
contact.
this week. Yeah. And so hopefully they ramp it up. You got to talking about the 49ers, gosh, you can't help but think about McCaffrey, talking about ACL issues. He almost made it through the year, and the next thing you know, out.
Almost.
And so they got limited reps on him right now to kind of ramp him back up. You just never know with
Man,
those injuries.
maybe that was
So
that
let's
Madden curse again.
speaking of Madden curse, Saquon. Saquon better watch out. Saquon
he,
jumping backwards on the cover. Need him to be very, very careful.
he better not jump backwards in, in the game again. They gonna be ready.
No, they're gonna be looking for it now. And there's gonna be somebody else who's gonna try to do that in the game just because they saw him do it, and they're gonna get hurt. Please don't try this on the field if you're not Saquon Barkley. That's just for him. But let's transition. So we talked about the injuries a little bit. Let's go. We kind of mentioned Derek Carr. We're not talking about him, but we're going to talk about the Saints because they actually giving us a little bit of hope. We got a QB battle going on with Tyler Shuck, spelled show, Spencer Rattler, and Jake Hayner. They've been rotating who's doing the first team reps every single day. The defense actually has been looking real good, also, which is a nice thing to see.
Yeah.
But who do you think wins the battle and why?
Spencer should win it.
Why?
He should win the QB battle. I mean, Spencer, this is you. Your part to prove that this is your team. You can't let a rookie come in and take that. You started last year some games as a QB, so why now give it up? That's the to me. That's the main reason why you
Mm-hmm.
had the team. Now this is your chance to prove this is my team. This is what I can do with a fully healthy offensive line
Mm-hmm.
and receivers.
Yeah.
If you can't show it with that, then you gotta go. Tyler is all yours.
We got Chuck in the third round, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that. We got him
Somewhere
before
around.
Shador.
Yeah, yeah. Shador was right there at
We could have
nine.
got Shador.
He was T Mac and went at eight. We're like, okay, no big deal. T Mac went there. We'll just take Shador. Nah, we went
Skip that,
lineman.
kept going. Like, okay. Then it was like, okay, fourth round, we can get Shador. No. I think we got him in
Yeah.
the we did get Tyler in the third.
Yeah, I think it was the third round.
And I thought
So
we was gonna get Shador in the fourth when we had him. Nope. They said nope.
yeah, and then we traded up. All right, we traded up. We're gonna take two quarterbacks. We'll just figure it out on the field. Jackson Dart was right there. Nah, we let him go to the Giants. We got Tyler Shuck, but Tyler Shuck, Spencer Rattler, same age. We know we was giving him crap because he's old, but Spencer's literally just 1 year older. I came out 1 year before and is
Yeah.
in the same predicament.
And they
Uh,
both right now from
mhm,
training camp, they both having good times and bad times.
mhm.
So it's up and down right now with them.
No, I think that you made the best point that Spencer had four, maybe 5 games last year he started when Carr was kind of going up and down. And he had, I think we told this joke probably the last time we actually recorded live was on that Monday night game against the was it the Chiefs? That Monday night game last year?
Did we play the Chiefs? We had two Monday night games last year.
Chiefs and Packers was I think the two, if I'm not
It wasn't.
mistaken.
It was one Monday night game. We ain't scored but 3 points if we scored.
And it may have been, I think it was the Packers. That's what's in my head, but I could be wrong. Anyway, but that was the game that the wide receivers walked in and said, "Hey, how you doing? I'm going to be your number two guy tonight." And
Yeah,
met Spencer hours before the game. I've been talking about like 2 days before during practice. Walked up, "Hello, my name is Bud Means." I think it may have been Bud Means actually. I'm your number two tonight. So this is the type of routes I like. That's playing park ball. You're playing park ball on the NFL field. Like, what are we talking about here, right?
hey, that's
And
how
so
he
I'm not
is.
I'm not upset that he didn't do great. And to your point, he had a full offseason now, healthy. The entire team is healthy. Look at all
That was
the
against Green Bay, and we lost 34-0.
there you go. Green Bay. Yeah, I figured it was the Packers. That was in my
That was
brain for
two
some
days.
reason.
It was my Monday game, December 23rd, just before Christmas. We lost 34-0.
What a time. What a time. Yeah, no, 34-0 shouldn't happen in the NFL. Everybody too talented. But
Not on
again,
a
when
Monday night though. Come on, prime time, which
and
is
because of that, we got zero
I was
primetime
gonna
games
say
this year.
we ain't got no prime time. I mean, when you think of prime time, you don't. It's not just Monday. You think of Sunday too. You even
Yep.
think of Thursday. We ain't got none of that. We ain't got a Thursday night
We
game,
ain't
no
got, we
Sunday
ain't,
night game,
listen,
no Monday night game.
we ain't got a Mexico game. They ain't
We
even
ain't
sending
got,
us to Mexico to play.
bro. We ain't got no 3:25 games. We all mid noon. They like, look,
Yep.
y'all gonna play early and get off.
Get it out. The only way we get a primetime game now is if we make in the playoffs and they flex one of our schedules to make it worth it. And they may not even do that because they don't want jinxes. Let's let them leave them at 12. They're doing good. Leave them there. Man, I don't know. I hope the best for Spencer. Uh, you know, I'm always going to root for, for a black quarterback. But if him and Shuck are what and what, do you go with Spencer because he has a year in the system,
Yeah,
or
you
you go
have
with the
to.
new guy?
If Tyler doesn't show anything different, as
Mm-hmm.
in the upper advantage, like man, look, he's the number one. If he doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
you need to give it to Spencer
Mm-hmm.
because again, he's been with the team last year as a rookie. If my rookie coming in is not making me say you are my number one, I have to give it to someone who already been in the locker room.
Even though it's a new offense, new head coach,
They both
new
learning it.
everybody.
They both learning it again.
But
Even
that's
with a
the
new,
catch, though.
but even with a new offense, here's where Spencer has the advantage. We got a new offense, but we don't have a lot of new offensive players. The line itself, we got a few new linemen, but the line itself knows Spencer's style. They know
True.
he's gonna come out of the pocket if need to, and he'll throw the ball on a run. He knows how Kamara would catch out the backfield, so he knows to check down to Kamara when he ain't got a chance. He knows Shaheed, when he's healthy, I can throw it deep to him because he gonna catch. And now you got Cooks. Just don't put Cooks in the slot. Don't let Cooks go do a slant because he gonna get hit.
Concussion.
So that's
gonna be the first play of the game.
I guess I don't want to sound biased that I don't like Tyler because I wish we guys should do it. I don't want to make it seem like that, but to me just kind of thinking in a football knowledge is if my rookie is coming in and I'm giving him a chance to start, and I see he got the potential, but he's still what with my second year player. I have to go with my second year player unless I know I'm going to make my rookie my franchise QB. I'm going to just stick with him. But right now, I don't see Kellen Moore choosing a franchise QB yet. What I can see is if they both are on the same scale, no one has an upper scale when it comes to the regular season. Spencer starts it. We're gonna see how Spencer does. He don't do well, Tyler comes in. See how Tyler do. If both of them don't do nothing, hey, Arch, we coming for you, bro.
March for Arch. That's what time it is. Marching for Arch. Look,
hey, even if we don't go for Arch,
Nussmeier right behind him. We up next year no matter what.
So
either Shuck or Spencer about to work out we in the Super Bowl, or are we going for marching for Arch and we getting Nussmeier?
One or the other, man. So
one of these folks about to work out.
That's just my take on the Saints this year. I don't have high expectations. I do believe they can win at least. I can say from their roster, they can win 8 games.
So that's my thing. And I'm glad you ended with those 2 points because my next question, we're going to get into a couple of division winners before we move on to the other side, which will be more of NBA stuff. But you said you don't have high expectations. I think that's the best expectations to have for a Saints fan. Just keep them low. Enjoy the team. Rep your colors. Don't be a bandwagon jumping to somebody else.
I'm still repping my colors. Black and
watch your games. Cheer. Cuss them out because they're going to be bad at sometimes. You're dealing with a 1-year player and a rookie. And Jake Haener technically is a 3-year player, which we also drafted, but he is a reason he's still on the bench. It is.
Yeah.
So I no hope in Jake Haener. Good for him, good kid or whatever, but he's our practice squad guy. That's what he's going to be at. Yeah. So between Spencer and Tyler Shuck, one of them. Now, what I do appreciate is both of them embracing the challenge. And I know a part of it is the media and how they portray and whatever they let leak out.
Yeah.
But you don't see no beef with them.
Nope.
You see Shuck and Spencer in the city talking to people, embracing the city better than some other quarterbacks that we've had before. You see Kellen Moore out there being funny, doing jokes with Rob Kazi and all that. Like the team atmosphere is growing. And I was watching a lot of the day one, what you call them, like media day, like Kamara, Moore, and Honey Badger before he retired, just like a next day of which I was like, why you did the interview? You just retired. What are we talking about? But okay. which also shout out to Tyrann Mathieu for that, man. But the vibe seems better compared to the media days last year. And it's only day one, so a grain of salt.
Right.
But with Dennis Allen, it was like, yeah, we here. We happen to be here. The political statements.
Right.
Chris Olave was talking in media day this year. Like, I don't really talk much, but I told him, look, I'm trying to go deep too. I'm trying to be like Shaheed. Like, I can run too, y'all. Like, give me the ball. Like,
he actually could.
Yeah, he's fast. I mean, Shaheed's number 2 behind Tyreek. No, who's the other guy with the Chiefs?
You talking about
Was it
not
Worthy?
Brown? You talking about Xavier Worthy? Yeah, he
He's a
quick.
fast one too.
He fast. Xavier Worthy, and then they had someone else they drafted
Somebody else
last
is a
year.
speedster.
Yeah, they drafted another speedster last
Yeah,
year. I
they,
forgot
they
who it
they just luck
was.
out with stuff like that, bro. But
Man,
between them 3 or 4 guys, they've got the fastest people in the league, bro. Yes, he should be able to take your top corner that way, and Olave should be able to go do a post, and both of them confusing defenses. Throw it up there. The one of them gonna catch it, and then you got touchdowns. Um, so I like what a Saints mindset is. It's we ain't got no mindset. We
but
gonna
let's
play.
not do that all the time. Let's not be trying to throw bombs all the time. That's
No,
what
bro.
Carr was doing. He want to throw
3 to
bombs.
7 yards get you a first down.
He wants to
Get
throw
you a first down.
bombs. Carr throwing bombs like, dude.
Because he wanted to hit that Michael Jackson. He was feeling himself. And we were feeling it too. We were like, hell yeah, Carr. You corny, but you our guy. And then a week later, trash. And then he was out. But yeah, no, 4 or 5 yards of play, bro. I'm okay with that. They get you a first down every 2 plays. You can chug along to the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
But the other part you mentioned about is them winning 8 games. And so I'll ask this question and I'll post it also, is who are your early predictions? Just off the top of your head, NFC, AFC. I don't know. Let's go top 4 teams each. Now, don't worry about the wild cards and all that. Just the top 4 teams.
Top 4 teams.
Yeah, unless you got your wild card also, then go for it. But if not, top 4.
Top 4 teams in the NFC and the AFC are all just in all
No,
total.
NFC is separately. So go NFC. Let's go NFC South. Let's go our division first.
All right. So with the South, I'm gonna have to get an edge to Tampa for the South. I hate to say that,
In
but
the
I wasn't.
stream.
I wasn't. I wasn't gonna say the Falcons though. I wasn't gonna say
Yeah,
the
no,
Falcons.
I would have deleted you off of it. You never gonna hear again.
I wasn't gonna say the Falcons.
Yeah,
But yeah, I would have to give the edge to Tampa for the South right now, and
I
that's
agree
just
with that.
because they 2 years in a row they've been in division champs in the
Three,
South.
three,
3, okay.
something
See,
like that. Yeah,
and I mean it's they didn't really lose many pieces like that. They got
yeah. Hmm.
Shiloh Sanders, so I'm actually looking forward to see what he do out there. I
Yep,
felt like we should have picked him up because guess what?
he was right there.
We could have got him, and losing Honey Badger wouldn't have hurt
We could have
because
got
we
him in
go
the
pick
7th round.
we go pick up somebody. I don't even know this guy.
Julian Blackman from the Colts. He's been in the league a couple of years.
Yeah, but he's not one of them that sticks out to me.
I would
So
have rather Shiloh. Yeah.
exactly, we should have drafted Shiloh. But okay, so I go with them now. It's about to get a little hard with the
We'll go back and
NFC.
forth. So I agree with you with the Bucks because for me the Saints is a show me first, and then not that I hate my team is going to ride it.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
say
I'm a
they're going
ride
to win
die
the
with the
Super Bowl,
Saints.
but being realistic, the edge
Tampa
to the
Bay.
Bucks, and I'm saying 9-8 versus 8-9. That's how close I'll give Tampa Bay over Saints. All right, let's go NFC East. Defending champ Eagles.
It's about to be hard. You know me though. You know who I'm with in the East.
Calm East.
You know who I'm with the East. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care how much the the Eagles lost their offensive core, which was Kellen Moore. I don't care that you still got Jalen Hurts. I don't care that you still
The
got
system
Shaquan
ain't there.
Barkley. Y'all starting a whole new offense. Y'all everybody got a jail. Commies, man. Washington Commanders. I was
Yeah.
actually out there near their training camp back in June.
Oh, nice. I didn't know you went to the camp.
I didn't go to it because it was the rookies was there, but I was around the camp. You know, I got to see their
Okay.
little bubble. I got to
Nice,
speak
nice,
to
nice.
some of the rookies. You know, it's nice to see some rookies that look just like you and I coming in. They were staying in my
Man, you should
same
have recorded
hotel.
some of that for the pod. That's content. What are you doing, cat?
So they right there that kind of made me a commies fan, but you know I'm a commies fan because of Jaden Daniels. I hope Terry go ahead
Yeah,
and sign his contract and stop
he
talking
gonna be
about I
all
don't
right.
want to come, man. You need to come show up, bro. We need you out
Yeah,
there.
he gonna be all right. Small sidebar because I looked to my left and I saw a notification that you need to know about. That trash cornerback Eli Apple
Don't tell me he's
just
coming back.
just got signed to the 49ers.
Oh, he can go there. I thought you were about to say to
Somebody
the
just
Saints.
said 300-yard game for Chris Olave in week 2. The Niners in week 2? Because we up, we up if we do. That's a dub.
Yes, we about to torch Eli Apple. I
He got
thought
him a
you was
Super
about to.
Bowl
Man,
ring.
my heart dropped for a second when you said that. I thought you
No,
about to
bro, he
say
can
he
never
came
come
back
back
to
to
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans.
I thought you was about to
The
say
city would veto that trade. Not even Gail. No, Gail. We don't want him. Anyway,
that.
back to your people. So we got the Commanders. I agree with you, bro. I diehard Eagles fan since back in the day. Always gonna respect them. Barkley a dog. Jalen Hurts a dog, but that's Bama. I'm going with LSU, and it's going with Jaden Daniels all day, every day. I played at his camp.
I mean, they got Austin Eckler. They still got what? Baja Robinson. Don't
Bijan
they? B.
Robinson.
John Robinson.
Terry. Did who's their tight end? Did he retire?
No, that was
Zach
the tight
Ertz?
end. No, they still got They still got Ertz. No,
Yeah.
no,
Ertz was
that's
their
right.
number 2 because he came over from the Eagles.
Yeah, so see, their defense is not slacking. They got
Nope.
Marshawn Lattimore from us, and that's where they was slacking at.
That's the only part they're slacking at, which we see why we gave him up for 1,000 picks. Even though he was a dog when he came in, there's over the years he hasn't completed his trajectory. Like Kamara steadily went up outside of getting hurt. Lattimore's best games is just against Mike
Evans.
Evans. Yeah, I want to say Edwards. But all right, Commander. So that's South, that's East. Let's go NFC West. Cardinals. I don't remember who else is in the division. Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Ooh,
I'm off the top of my head with that one.
This is a tough one. I'm gonna have to. I hate to say this name. I'm gonna have to say the Rams.
Okay.
The reason I say that is the Seahawks and the 49ers are right behind them. But the Seahawks got a new quarterback, new coach. I got to see how that go. The 49ers, to me, Brock Purdy, they paying him, but he's still not showing me nothing. I don't see them really doing nothing. The Rams, they still got their core, even though they lost Cooper. Was it Cooper? They lost not Cooper.
Yeah, they lost.
They lost Cooper.
Cooper Cup.
But they picked up Adams, Devontae Adams.
Yep.
So you got him, and you still got Puka.
Puka Nacua.
As long as he don't get hurt, he was helping me out last year with my fantasy points, but then he got hurt, and then he came back. He helped me, but it was too late. So I get an edge to the Rams right now out of the NFC West.
For that one, I want to agree with you, but I'm gonna purposefully disagree. Not that everything you said is correct. I'm just from my own want. I'm going to say the Cardinals. I don't believe the Niners are going to be. I know this is the shocker of the year. I don't know who's on their team.
Oh my God! You just want to be an opposer right now. I understand.
I'm going to be an opposer for this particular reason because we can't agree with everyone. I'm going to go back and watch this and tally up who we said, and then go from there and get some points. Maybe we'll make a deal out of it or something. But Rams should be number 1. Niners, if you have a healthy McCaffrey and Purdy and Kittle this just lost this guy who had a concussion today. I don't know if he's going to be back. He's a left tackle. That's important with your quarterback. I don't trust the Niners. I'm tired of the Niners. Seattle, Sam Darnold, happy for him. But no. And so for me, it's out of the Cardinals and the Rams. Rams should be number 1. I wouldn't be surprised if they are. I'm just going to pick the Cardinals this time just because, you know what? I haven't seen Kyler Murray in the playoffs.
Look what the Rams did last year too, man. They was dropping.
Just started winning.
And
it can happen, bro. When they say that term, any given Sunday, it means something. You just need to play and believe like you can win. That was my issue with going back to the doggone Saints, is that they played like they didn't care, which they didn't. If you halfway play like you care, you're going to get some results. You'll finish 7 and 8 or 9, whatever the differential is now. With the Cardinals, I'm ready to see Kyler Murray in the playoffs, at least in the wild card game. They have Jacoby Brissett backing them up.
Should have stuck to baseball.
College is like the big. I ain't mad at that. Last one we got is NFC North: Bears, Packers, Vikings, Lions.
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna go
to the Lions.
Okay, you going Lions? I'm going Packers.
I
I'm
would have
going
went with the
Jordan Love
Packers.
doesn't get hurt this year, and they
Yeah,
actually get into the playoffs as the like that's the top four seed, like top
you're
four of
right.
the division.
I say that, but Stafford he gotta get him. He gotta
Well, it's
move
not
on.
Stafford.
Not
Stafford's in the
Stafford.
wrong. This is
Sanchez. Who is it
that's
now? Golf.
Sanchez.
That's so long ago, man. I'm tripping.
You think about Mark Sanchez and the Jets? What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
Golf. I'm talking about Jared Golf, man.
Yeah, yeah, Jared Goff.
His times is coming down, so it's and
I'm not
and
gonna lie to
I
you.
like St. Brown, bro. St. Brown is a
Yeah,
beast. And then they got Gibbs at running back, and
yeah,
they got
they got
Montgomery too.
Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, so I give it to them that edge. But like you say,
Hmm.
if Jordan Love stays healthy,
Hmm.
and they finally, it's been some years since they drafted a wide receiver. I want to say was it the first round? I
I
gotta
don't
see.
remember.
It was something they say. It's been some years since they drafted a receiver in first or second round. I can't remember as well, but
Hmm.
that's the
Oh,
second
first
team. But
round, Matthew Golden from Texas.
first round or second round,
And in first round, and in the third round, they took Savion Williams from TCU. They took two
and
wide receivers.
this first round is right. History. It's been some time since they drafted a receiver
Oh,
in
and
the
they took
first
a
round.
cornerback from Tulane also, Micah Robinson. All right.
So yeah. So I still say the Lions coming out the north. You say the Packers as long
I'll say
as
the Packers. So
Jordan
we
Love.
disagree supposedly on two Packers and Cardinals for me, Lions and Rams for you. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions win. For me, the Lions had that 2010, I'm sorry, excuse me, 2006 Saints magic last year when they were just running the table and we ended up being the second seed. The number one seed last year was it
The
Philly?
Eagles. Yeah, Philly took the
Right.
number one seed.
Lions was two.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we were the number two seed that many years ago in 2006. Bears was number one. We just won the first round and got to the championship, and the Bears beat us then. But Lions had that type of match where they were just winning, blowing people out, met a couple of challenges, got over them, and the next thing you know,
They
they ran into
lost to
these
the
young
Car.
bucks.
They lost to the commies.
You ran into these young bucks who believe who ran with that 2009 Saints magic and was like, yeah, we believe, we here, and we don't care. We got nothing to lose. We ain't supposed to be here right now.
Exactly.
And if they run into one of those guys again in the South, I mean, like in the NFC, they out. I think that time passed. But this should be a Lions type of year against, honestly, my pick, as we switch to the AFC, the Bills. AFC East, Bills, Dolphins, Pats, Jets.
I
I'm
go
going
with
Bills.
I'm going Bills too because the Patriots
Yeah.
they still gotta prove they ain't the same. The Jets, please. The Dolphins.
I'm not against the Jets and gotta respect Aaron Glenn.
I mean, I it's not about that right now. We
Mhm.
talking about
The
just straight
history.
out. I ain't worried about the history. Just straight off GP right now.
Hmm.
Jets gotta show me first. They gotta prove.
Yeah.
You know who's their QB right now?
Justin Fields, they pay for him.
He, and he hurt. So
Yeah, he did get hurt.
so
He
that's what I'm
has the
saying.
toe injury, I think.
Yeah, he got toe injury, and toe
Yeah.
injuries as a QB and all that ain't fun. We got to move.
Right.
Miami, we focusing on trust right now. So
Yeah.
they trying to trust Tyreek Hill again. That's gonna be the hot topic for the beginning of the season.
The first
Is
person they need to trust is Tua, and they need to trust his offensive line second. Tyreek will
man,
be
Tua
there.
needs to trust in not coming back. Shoot.
Tua needs to trust his doctor's wishes and retire. Look, shout out to Tua, man. To that same point about the Commanders, Tua had that RG3 energy coming in, just hot, winning, like, oh, okay, young
And
dude
then he
can
got
play,
hit, and that was it.
and got hit 3, 4 concussions, I think it is now.
3.
And like he's never the same. And every single hit now is going to be, please stay down. Please stay down. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, I agree with you. It's a trust game with the AFC East. So Bills it is. Let's go AFC North. I think I know where you're going with this one.
You already know, and I'm gonna tell you right now.
Mhm.
Sidebar on our anybody that got Madden that want to join our franchise, our online franchise, hit us up. But you already know who I'm playing with. Baltimore Ravens.
I ain't mad at that. Knuckles just joined the chat. What's going on, Knuckles? I am not reading what he just said. I'm going to ban you. I'm going to ban you from the chat. AFC North, you going Baltimore Ravens. You got Ravens, Steelers, Browns, Bengals. We already talked about the Browns earlier. I'm going to be a homer for this one also and go Bengals. And
we know why you going Bengals. Go ahead, Joe Burrow,
it's
LSU.
Joe
Go
Burrow
ahead.
and Jamar Chase. What
I
you
know.
talking about?
I get that too.
And I'm going to for sure go for it if they re-sign Trey Hendrickson, who is sitting out right now. I'd rather they not and he come back to the Saints. But our defensive
we can't
line,
afford him, man.
our defensive line is already good. Also, he worked about $94 million. We negative $94 million. We ain't getting double dip with the penalties.
Now, I could. Here's what I would do on that. Take Trey Hendricks.
Mm-hmm.
Trade DeMario.
They're not doing that, bro. You can stop right there. It's
That's
not going to happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Cam and somebody else. It's supposed to be retiring. It's retiring within the next year. Yeah, and Burrow, to Knuckles' point, Burrow and Chase connection with T. Higgins, 1A, 1B.
They ain't got the defense, though.
Should be better to beat the Steelers twice, Ravens once, Browns twice.
Ravens upgraded on their DB core.
Here's my problem with the Ravens. And I love the Ravens. Henry need a title. Lamar need a title so they can stop being typecasted as you're only good in the regular season. I don't care about them in the regular season anymore. What they do is not special. Championship game on is what matters to me for the Ravens.
That's coaching fault. They always lose because coaching.
That's how I feel about the Bills too. Just the Bills are in a way easier division to where they can really coast to 8 wins and probably get in. And I don't care. Show me how you look in a championship game against the Chiefs. That's what matters. Nothing else matters to me before then with them. But you blame it on coaching. I blame it on they got to be able to adapt.
I say the reason I say coaching is Lamar is what get them there, and he's also what hurts them. And you got the game what there was who they played that they lost to that kicked them out the playoff. Was it the Chiefs?
The Bills.
The Bills.
It finally was the Bills. Them two, whoever wins gonna beat the Bills or beat the Chiefs.
When you got Henry in the backfield. And you got how many times did we see them do any type of RPOs? Not often.
They didn't just give him the ball, period. Hand off, back slash, just run straight.
But I can understand why. When they was giving the ball, they was filling up the gaps. I get that. However, keep feeding them. You keep feeding him, he's a bruiser. Them defensive linemen gonna get tired. And on top of that, Lamar, you got receivers. It's not like you didn't have no receivers to throw it to. You have Zay Flowers. Come on now. We got to remember who really lost that game for them. Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews lost that game, and then the Bills, Josh Allen fumbled. And it was like, Andrews, you make that slant, I do that play.
He dropped. It was in the end zone. What you mean? It was in the end zone.
And that's the game.
He was in the end zone. He dropped it, but
he never dropped that pick.
But I mean, for me, y'all say, Zay was out for the Bills game. You right, Knuckles. But y'all say that Burrow and Chase connection get him over the hill. I'm looking at what the Ravens got in cornerback now. They picked up Jair Alexander from Green Bay.
Jair? That's right. You sure did. He left them. Yeah, that's right. He went to the Ravens.
And they still got Marlon Humphrey. They got Kyle Hampton. Mm-hmm. That's nice. That's some good DBs.
Again, on paper, the Ravens and the Bills are overall the better teams.
True.
Than even the Chiefs in terms of every position has a star player. The Chiefs just have the mentality that gets them over the hump, which is why no matter what, when they run into that monster, it's not a physical thing. The Chiefs were dog water last year.
Oh, yeah,
they were winning games by 1 point at the last second by fluke crap. The Raiders game is the one that makes me upset because they should have lost that game. to the fifth string quarterback or whatever, and the next thing you know, he just like dropped the ball on the ground and looked at
Bills
it.
do
I'm like,
need some receivers too. Bills do
and
need some
so
receivers.
yeah, the Bills need some receivers now. They lost. Yeah, the Bills have a worse time. But here's a quick question. Then we got two more divisions. Then we'll move on to the NBA. Are the Ravens and Bills cursed to never beat the Chiefs in the championship game?
I wouldn't say that.
Do you think this is the year?
I think this is the year because I think Eagles expose how you can beat the Chiefs. I believe that even though I'm not counting the Chiefs out, they're gonna be a top
Yeah,
team.
you never count them out.
But they were exposed on the system of how you beat them.
Yeah.
They were because they still don't have like a true number one receiver. So when there's a team that don't have a true number one receiver, you need to
Hmm.
make sure you get some edge pressure and middle pressure on a QB on Holmes.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely. So
I
that'll
think this
cover
the
the AFC.
time.
Yeah, that'll cover the AFC West. You picking the Chiefs?
Yeah, I'm definitely. Well, I, I
I'm not.
I'm not. I
Okay.
gotta go with my. I gotta go with my.
Wait.
I can't say
Oh,
it.
you going with the Denver Saints? Never mind.
You going with the Raiders? I know who you going with.
No, I
You going with the
wasn't.
Chargers?
I was about to say Denver Saints, and then I looked to my left, and I was like, "Oh, that's the Chargers division." And I was like, "Lad McConkey, you know how these white boys get when they start balling, bro. That's just
I don't
Jim
know.
Harbaugh. That's a new revamped system. If you ask me off the top of my head, it's the Denver Broncos. Also, my neighbor's a major Broncos fan, so I can't say anything bad because he had the flag outside, and I got he represents he already put his flag out today for the Broncos. Season about to start up soon, so I think I definitely think Broncos put up a better fight. Bo Nix, Sean Payton. Again, it's the
I'm
mindset.
I'm looking at the Chargers don't have a defense.
They
So
lost Derwin James.
they got that's the it. Derwin James. They got Khalil Mack still,
Yeah,
but
they got
Khalil
Khalil.
Mack hasn't been the same since he left the Bears, to be honest with you.
That's
Man.
fair.
And I mean they got rid of Bosa.
Where did Joey Bosa go?
They released that boy. Whatever. I don't know where he went, but they released him.
Is he not
I think he went to
he not in the NFL no more?
he in the NFL. He went somewhere.
To Knuckles' point, Ravens and Bills curse like Manning to Brady. Yeah, honestly. So I mean, every team who played the championship game was cursed Manning's and Brady. So that's Peyton, Mark Sanchez, 3 years in a row. Um, yeah, Philip Rivers got there once or twice. Everybody had to lose to Brady because that's just what time it was.
Oh,
20 years.
Bosa went to the Bills.
Really?
Yeah, Joey Bosa went to the Bills for 12.61 mil.
1 year?
It is for a 1 year deal.
The championship game. Bosa to the Bills, but Von Miller's not there no more.
Nope. So that's why they was able to get him.
Yeah, but I'd say if you have these two guys who are older mentality, okay, Bills may be able to push over the hump, yada yada yada. Could they communicate? But interesting. Okay, we'll get back to that. That's gonna be something we're gonna look into a little bit more. These different moves. Last division, then we'll move on. AFC
Jacksonville
South.
Jaguars.
Duval, just like that. And you crapping on your Texans? What the hell?
Man, cause I just want to see what it had to do. That's all. Hey, listen. I'm not crapping on my Texans. The Texans is not my team.
That's your home team, bro. Come on.
That
Now.
ain't my home team. Man, listen. Don't tell nobody. I like the Texans now, but you know,
The Texans was cold last year.
they,
Texans did good, bro.
but the Texans, it's just something about. I'm waiting to see it happen. Houston teams never fail. When they got something good going, they break it up.
So pause that sentence because that's what we call a segue. Before I say my next sentence, I'm gonna answer the question too. I'm gonna give it to the Texans. I think your number one overall pick, Cam Ward, does decent with the Titans. Their defense, I don't know, is suspect. Coach Anthony Richardson doesn't even exist to me. Daniel Jones will be the starter. If he's not at week one, he'll be the starter by week 7. I think they flame out. Jaguars put up a good fight. Travis Hunter will play 14 different positions. I think the title becomes between Jacksonville and Houston. Houston wins it with experience because they've been there more recently, but Trevor Lawrence can ball when he want to.
Man, you going against Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter? Man,
I think
Byron.
that's a I think that's another to the NFC South point. 7-9, 9-7, like right there. One of them
But
going to win that other game.
Brian Thomas was balling out last year. He was under the radar and nobody was
Yeah,
paying attention to.
no, I agree with you on that. No, Brian Thomas is a dog. Like I said, 18 over there,
Like I
Lawrence.
told you,
The
man,
team is
we
good.
we we can't tell
I just don't
nobody.
trust. I don't trust
Listen,
their
we
owner.
can't
I don't trust their ownership. He make bad wrestling decisions, so I can't
listen.
trust him to make good football decisions.
I ain't worried about that. Listen, we can't tell people I like the Texans, okay? Don't tell people that.
Oh, you don't get in trouble. I got you. I got you. Fair enough.
I don't like the Texans,
But to
man.
your point, we talk about a segue. Houston finds a way to mess up at the end, even when they
Always.
got something good going. So let's talk about this historic 17 Kevin Durant deal. Gets traded from the Phoenix Suns to the Houston Texas.
To
Let's
Texas, you
see. I
mean the
got the
Rockets? You mean to the Houston Rockets,
Houston
bro?
Rockets. Yeah, he will play for the
Whoa.
Texans. He'll play
I
for
know
the
that
Texans
boy
too.
KD was playing football now.
He gonna play for the Texans too. You got Rockets. I got the trade right here. Kevin Durant, Clint Capella returns from Atlanta.
Atlanta Hawks, yep.
Phoenix Suns get Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, by Dylan Brooks. Number 10 pick and some other second round picks. Nets get 2 picks. Warriors get Alex Tuhey and somebody else I never heard of before. Hawks get David Roddy and a couple of picks and some cash. Here's just some cash. Lakers get some other guy I don't know. Minnesota gets 3 people I don't know and some cash. Historic 17 deal. What does that mean for you for Kevin Durant's legacy? That this is his 5th team, 6? OKC, Warriors, Nets, Phoenix, Houston, 15. And what do you think their ceiling is this year?
I mean, it don't hurt his legacy. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, he's KD. He has a championship. Unfortunately, yes, he left and went to a already top team. But hey, it is what it is. But I mean, I wouldn't say it hurts him. He's still
Mm-hmm.
KD. However, what's the ceiling for the Rockets this
Mm-hmm.
year? Just looking at the starting lineup, which is Fred Van Fleet, Amon Thompson, KD, Jabari Smith, and Sagoon. I still would say with that healthy squad, because I don't see their bench and half the team. I don't really see a lot of scores. I
Wait,
give
read that
them
starting roster again.
Fred Van Fleet,
Mm-hmm.
Amon Thompson, KD, Jabari Smith, and then at center Segun. Segun, however you say his last name.
You got Capella coming off the bench. That's good.
Yeah,
For
Capella.
your
Yeah,
bench.
you definitely not finna start Capella over Segun.
No, I forgot Sengun was there. That's what I'm saying. So Capella coming off the bench makes your bench significantly better because he's been a starter his whole career.
Yeah, he's coming off the bench. But I mean, if I was them, I'll probably have both of them playing at times together. If you're trying
Oh,
to
Twin
slow the
Towers.
ball,
Yeah,
yeah. If you're trying to slow the ball down, but when I
yeah.
just look at the roster, I don't see a lot of scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Van Fleet will give you maybe he on an average he'll give you
He's
about
at 15 to
15.
18.
Yeah, he'll give you that. Amon
Yeah.
Thompson, I have to see a little bit more. This is his time to shine
Mm-hmm.
because they got rid of Jalen Green. This is
Yeah.
his time to show who he is. So can he put up some numbers? He's gonna have to average 20 plus.
Yeah.
So right now they're selling with getting KD. It's not people gonna say championship. at least Western Conference Finals. I'm not going to even say that. I'm going to at least the first year. I'm going to
Mhm.
at least say semifinals. That's just what I'm going to say.
So
Semifinals.
second round.
Yeah, second round. Just because
Yeah.
you got to look at the rest of the the rest of the West. I mean,
Yeah, you got number one, your defended champs are in the West. That's hands down. You start there, even if you don't believe. Oh, that was a Cinderella run. You can't say that. They had 60 games last year, also, and so you put them at number one immediately out of respect. Then the team they beat to get there, which was Minnesota, you put them back up there immediately out of respect.
mm-hmm.
You got the
You got the
geriatrics.
Clippers now. The Clippers about to, bruh.
Right. I call them the geriatrics, but they gonna hobble their way into the playoffs.
As
That's
long
three
as
already.
Kawhi stay healthy.
Yeah.
And well, I'm not gonna even say that. As long as Kawhi say I want to play basketball, because that boy be healthy, he just be taking mental breaks, man. I
Yeah.
need to be
Yeah.
like him. I need a year long
And
mental
still
health
get six and
year.
7 million.
But
No.
here's the thing. This is
Mhm,
why I'm, and not to cut you off or go there if you're
mhm,
trying to speed it up. This is why I get a Rockets semi-finals. Second round.
mhm.
Dallas. Dallas is about to take that spot. You got Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag.
You got Cooper Flag. You got now. Hold up now. Klay Thompson need to get rid of Meg. You know what I'm saying? You got to drop that, bro. You know you
He ain't
don't
about to do that.
you don't need to be walking around with Stallion right now.
Knuckles. I'm a post this for everybody to see, and I'm a rep it. But I don't know, my guy. I gotta see it first. Like, if it
So
happened, I ain't mad at it. But at the same time, to James' point, you got some
San
dogs in the
Antonio
wall.
Spurs. I'm not knocking them.
The only reason I'm gonna push the Spurs back is CP left
No. So
and
you,
Pop is not coaching anymore.
bruh, do you not know who they have? De'Aaron Fox.
That's
CP.
fine.
What? Do you not know
No,
De'Aaron? Man, he
that's
don't know De'Aaron.
De'Aaron Fox is a dog. I'm not worried
Bruh,
about that.
that's
But
automatic
you
20
put the
points.
Spurs in the playoffs every year because Pop was there,
Bro,
not
it's
because who their
automatic.
players were.
Man, it's automatic 20 points. Bro, last year they had the rookie Castle. He ain't a rookie no more. He
Yeah,
balling.
yeah. Frank Castle, I think it is.
It's
Um,
Stephon Castle.
Stephon
And they
Castle,
still
Frank
got
Castle,
Harrison
Punisher.
Barnes. Man,
uh,
if Victor wouldn't have got injured,
yeah.
San Antonio would have been up and down.
That's a concern though with Victor getting injured because being a big man, think about Yao Ming starting to get injured early, and next thing you know, he loses luster because he just can't. He's too big. So Victor gonna have to figure that out, or he's gonna be on some Yao type mess. Yeah. So Rockets semifinals. They made the semifinals last year too. So the expectation will be at least the next round
And look who they
because you
lost to
got
last year. The Warriors, who didn't do nothing this offseason.
they
The
lost
War
everybody.
They lost to the Warriors. So that's what I'm saying. And the Rockets,
Yeah.
they had a core. I wouldn't have. I'm sorry, KD. Yes, he's good, but I wouldn't have broke up the core that I had. I mean, I get it. Jalen Green was in. He
No,
didn't show
they had
up.
an OKC thing going, winning that many
I would have
games. They won
kept that.
52 games.
I
Yeah.
would have kept that. I get it. Jalen Green didn't show up in the playoffs. He's still young.
Yeah.
He's still young, and now you didn't broke, and he may come back. When every time you play the Rockets, he may be like, "This is y'all let me go. I'm gonna show y'all what's
We
up."
may ball out. You never know. No, yeah, you got a solid out of the 15 teams in the West, 11 of them easily can make some noise on any given. I can't say any given Sunday because they play 4 or 5 games a week, but any given day they can win. And next thing you know, all the teams are in that mid 40s to high 50 range.
And don't sleep
But
on the
I still
Pelicans,
see.
though, man. Pelicans about to make some noise if they stay
See,
healthy.
the only reason, and that's our thing every year. Until to your point earlier about the trusting, I can't. I'm not even going to worry about them. I'm gonna support them like I'm gonna support the Saints. I love them. I rep my colors. I hope they stay healthy. Dejounte is already out for the year from his ACL injury a couple months ago, so we already down a person. I love to get Looney got some experience. You got Jordan Poole. All that sound great, but I want the facilitator there. I need Dejounte there facilitating. Everybody else stay
Maybe
healthy. Then
our
we'll see.
our rookie. Jeremiah Fears might be the
Zero fear,
facilitator.
cero miedo. That's what he
He
at.
might be that one we
Yeah,
need.
he may be, and if so, I'm gonna represent it. And I'll give him 35 to 42 wins easily, and then if they get a couple extra ones, great. We just got
Zion
to be
need to
better.
stop worrying about porn stars, and we'll be all right.
Speaking of that, that's yeah, no, I agree with you completely. And yeah, so for the last topic, what I want to do, small shift, and then we're gonna wrap it up with this WNBA, but specifically the collective bargaining agreement. I'm not sure how much knowledge you've had on it. With the stuff that's been happening recently, they had the All Star game. A lot of them wore shirts saying
Yeah,
"Pay
so
us what
sure.
we owe" or
What we
something to that.
owe.
What we worth, I
Here's what we
think it
worth, something
was.
like that.
What's your thoughts on that? And more specifically, where do you think that number should be? If I don't have the hard number, but if an NBA player is getting 20 million a year and the WNBA is getting 1 million,
Well,
where is that number
I
for
saw
the
the numbers.
WNBA?
They said the NBA is from the whole entire league, they getting close to 48%. In the WNBA, they only get 9%. That's
Hmm.
at least giving women 20%. If we're not gonna give them 40, at least give them 20%. But at the
Yeah.
same time, too, the WNBA, it's time to start figuring out what can you all do to make your sport more appealing to others.
I'll
What
ask this. I'll ask this question to that. Is it time to lower the rim to allow dunking?
I say, yeah, let the girls dunk. If that is the reason they can't dunk, sure, lower the little inch or two. If that's the reason they can't dunk, because they can
Hmm.
shoot they butts off.
Yeah, some better than some guys.
Some they are better than the guys in a
Yeah.
lot of ways. So, but if that is reasons that some of these women can't dunk, sure. But is that the reason we like the NBA? Because some of them don't. Let's be honest, we don't see dunking all the time. We do in
No,
every game,
what we
but
see though is competition. And I was listening to the NBA radio earlier today, and they made a good point that the WNBA. I think I told it on this pod. The WNBA All Star Game last year was crazy good, and I'm a person who watches the WNBA highlights. I watched a couple of the games yesterday, but for the most part, it's normally highlights for me. Um, and I sat down and watched the entire All Star game last year, but it was All Stars versus Team USA for the WNBA, who was going over for the
oh yeah, I
Olympics.
remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Crazy good game, but it was a real game, and the ratings for that one was like the highest it's ever been. And the lady on the radio today was making the point that the difference between that one and this one this year was a traditional format, and the ratings were and their actions, the players was very similar to the regular NBA All Star game. They shooting from 4 points. Like, all right, yeah, I'm kind of bouncing up a little bit of defense. There's no competition there. We want to see competition. I want to see that from the NBA players also. I hate our All Star format. That crap is crazy. But I want to see hard competition. So if it means in the regular game lowering it 2 inches so the people who are kind of tall, like Brendan Griner and them, can start dunking, do it. If it
They need
means,
more teams too in the WNBA
yeah,
because you have some talent that gets cut. And that's sad in the WNBA.
yeah.
You got some talented WNBA players, but because it's not a lot of teams and it's not a big roster, they get cut. Yeah, the stud buds. Shout out to the stud buds. They are making moves
Yeah.
on social media. I ain't gonna say
Courtney Williams and Letitia Hyman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, more teams. I think if you look at it, the WNBA players are living in the 80s from the NBA players who they get a decent amount of money, but they're not to compensate their lifestyle. So they have to do other things. You have somebody like a Angel Reese, who is the most influential WNBA player on social media. That's like a data point.
yeah,
But she has to get that check plus all this endorsements
all her
to
endorsements.
barely
Yeah.
match some type of contract that maybe a fifth, sixth string NBA player may have.
So
Um,
let me ask you this: when it comes to that, should we start looking at who controls the WNBA? Is it time for a change at the upper level management?
The commissioner,
All of that.
I don't remember her name, but I mean, why not? I don't. So,
Because the reason I asked that question, you said they are kind of like still back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, I mean, WNBA was you had some squads.
yeah,
You had Cheryl Swoops and all them type. You
right.
had the Houston Comets and but yes, they need more competition. But I mean, if we say we watch the WNBA games, honestly, when I watch the games, I see them girls fighting. They fighting each other.
Yeah,
They playing. They are giving competition. So is it the lack of competition? Is it do we need more competition? When we say more competition, are we saying we need more teams to bring more competition? Because to me, they are playing. They giving each other that competition. Do we need a longer season? The season is short for one. So that's why I
yep.
say, does it come to the business aspect of things? Who is handling the business? Do we need to make some business changes for these women to get paid what they owe or what they worth?
I completely agree with that. The answer is yes. No, because I'm not sure about that. But if they do own them, that's good to know. But if they're writing off for tax purposes, that's something that's an issue. But to answer your question from a business side of it, yes, I think you give them um, four more teams, two in each division, and some markets who have no teams at all, no football, no hockey. So they force them to only go to this one thing. Um, I think you expand the season 15, 20 games. Why not? You'll get the attendance. The attendance right now is increasing. It's increasing every year.
Mm-hmm.
And not even just in the last 2 or 3 because of Reese and Clark, but even before that, it was having a slow burn. Reese and Clark just made it skyrocket even more. So credit to them for that. They saw, matter of fact, a 48% increase from 2023 to 24. That's when Clark and Reese came in last year.
Right.
So 2.3 million fans attending games overall. And so they're at the space right now where they can either do something crazy good to push it even further with this collective bargaining agreement, which I think ends in October. If they don't sign it, then they can mess up all of next year, or they don't do it, and then we back to the same conversation again in
Right.
during the 65 days.
Cause
I
I'm
agree
I'm
with.
like I don't everybody's saying lower the rim so they can dunk. I That'd be interesting, but you not about to catch no. I mean, it'll be real nice if we do see a woman doing a 360 between the legs, behind the
Why
back
not? You
type
got some
dunk.
ballers out there, but
I
they just don't
mean,
have
I'm
that.
just saying though, like how many of them will we actually see do that?
It's
Like,
more of the opportunity, right? And so
right,
even if you're making this decision now and it affects the league in 5 years, so if you make that decision now, 100%, you got people like a Brittany Griner who's going to be able to get up there 2, 3 inches. She's already tipping in like right there. Now she can dunk it more. Now maybe she putting on strength shoes and practicing more to do that to be able to get up a little bit higher. And now you have that next core group of people in college like, oh wait, they can wait a minute, let me prepare. So in 3, 4 years, now this means something. Now, maybe not give them a dunk contest, but now you make it the skill challenge a little bit more appealing to the masses. I'm not against the idea of giving every NBA team a WNBA team. I think that's smart anyway. But what we do know is something has to be done because I want to see it keep thriving because they've been killing it the last couple of
oh
years.
yeah, they have.
Because I'm interested in it now, and I used to not. Well, okay, I watch it, but now I'm like, oh no, it's on. The fever's on. Let me go check them out and see what's going on.
Why it gotta be the
Uh,
fever, bro?
because I was watching something and the fever popped up, and that's
Because that's the only
literally
team
the
that
last
really.
one I.
But unfortunately, that's really this year. That's the main televised team that they show majority of the time. That's another thing. WNBA also need a good TV contract. Right now, they
Yeah,
barely are on ESPN. Their TV contract is Ion. Who has Ion? Who
yeah.
knows what station Ion
I
is?
think I had it one time. I had to go to the doctor for it.
So they need to, just like the NBA, NFL, be on
Mhm.
ABC. I think they need to work on getting a better TV deal and that'll
Yeah.
help them out as well. Because I mean, we can say we're gonna support you, but how we gonna support you if we can't see you?
Yep. No, I completely agree.
Because I mean,
But,
right now I can't really support a WNBA team locally because down here in
right.
Houston they don't have a team. The closest team to me is Dallas Wings. I'm not about to drive to Dallas all the time to go see them play. I'm just be honest with you. I'm not gonna do that. I don't
Right.
mind, but I'm not gonna do that. So
No, I completely agree with you. Like I said, what we do know is ultimately something has to change. Hopefully for them, for the betterment of sports, because it gives us something to talk about on the podcast, which we enjoy doing. So it was we got 3 months before the collective bargaining agreement ends. Let's see what happens. But that's it for the show today. It is the Next Level Oasis podcast, hashtag NLO Pod on all your socials. It's G Dave Lee. Follow me at GL_Spectre. It's JT. Follow him at J_Mo_Stacks. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all of the above. Appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe. Peace.
peace.